Life shouldn't be so serious. You'll never get out of it alive. The best preparation for good work tomorrow is to do good work today. A friend is one who knows you and loves you just the same. A little more persistence, a little more effort, and what seemed hopeless failure may turn to glorious success. Character is the result of two things: our mental attitude and the way we spend our time. Positive anything is better than negative nothing. He who does not understand your silence will probably not understand your words. The greatest mistake you can make in life is continually fearing that you'll make one. One machine can do the work of 50 ordinary men. No machine can do the work of one extraordinary man. Do your work with your whole heart, and you will succeed. There's so little competition. God will not look you over for medals, degrees, or diplomas, but for scars. Never explain. Your friends do not need it, and your enemies will not believe you anyway. There is no failure except in no longer trying. Art is not a thing, it is a way. Responsibility is the price of freedom. We are punished by our sins, not for them. The love we give away is the only love we keep. We are not punished for our sins, but by them. The final proof of greatness lies in being able to endure criticism without resentment. Every man is a damn fool for at least 5 minutes every day. Wisdom consists in not exceeding the limit. If you suffer, thank God. It is a sure sign that you are alive. To avoid criticism, do nothing, say nothing, and be nothing. Be pleasant until 10 o'clock in the morning, and the rest of the day will take care of itself. He has achieved success who has worked well, laughed often, and loved much. We work to become, not to acquire. Love grows by giving. The love we give away is the only love we keep. The only way to retain love is to give it away. The line between failure and success is so fine that we scarcely know when we pass it, so fine that we are often on the line and do not know it. The world is moving so fast these days that the man who says it can't be done is generally interrupted by someone doing it. If you can't answer a man's arguments, all is not lost. You can still call him vile names. Life in abundance comes only through great love. Life is just one damn thing after another. The teacher is the one who gets the most out of the lessons, and the true teacher is the learner. Love, we say, is life. But love without hope and faith is agonizing death. A failure is a man who has blundered, but is not able to cash in the experience. Genius may have its limitations, but stupidity is not thus handicapped. The supernatural is the natural not yet understood. A retentive memory may be a good thing, but the ability to forget is the true token of greatness. How many a man has thrown up his hands at a time when a little more effort, a little more patience would have achieved success. The only foes that threaten America are the enemies at home, and these are ignorance, superstition, and incompetence. We awaken in others the same attitude of mind we hold toward them. The recipe for perpetual ignorance is, be satisfied with your opinions and content with your knowledge. The happiness of this life depends less on what befalls you than the way in which you take it. Initiative is doing the right things without being told. If pleasures are greatest in anticipation, just remember that this is also true of trouble. Live truth instead of professing it. In order to have friends, you must first be one. The object of teaching a child is to enable him to get along without his teacher. The ineffable joy of forgiving and being forgiven forms an ecstasy that might well arouse the envy of the gods. Know what you want to do, hold the thought firmly, and do every day what should be done, and every sunset will see you that much nearer to your goal. It does not take much strength to do things, but it requires great strength to decide on what to do. Friendship, like credit, is highest when it is not used. Every tyrant who has lived has believed in freedom for himself. Many a man's reputation would not know his character if they met on the street. A conservative is a man who is too cowardly to fight and too fat to run. Pray that success will not come any faster than you are able to endure it. Optimism is a kind of heart stimulant, the digitalis of failure. Fear clogs, faith liberates. It may happen sometimes that a long debate becomes the cause of a longer friendship. Commonly, those who dispute with one another at last agree. To stop sinning suddenly. Editor, a person employed by a newspaper, whose business it is to separate the wheat from the chaff, and to see that the chaff is printed. Our desires always disappoint us, for though we meet with something that gives us satisfaction, yet it never thoroughly answers our expectation. The reason men oppose progress is not that they hate progress, but that they love inertia. This will never be a civilized country until we spend more money for books than we do for chewing gum. Christianity supplies a hell for the people who disagree with you and a heaven for your friends. Art is the beautiful way of doing things. Science is the effective way of doing things. Business is the economic way of doing things. Where much is expected from an individual, he may rise to the level of events and make the dream come true. A woman will doubt everything you say except it be compliments to herself. Often we can help each other most by leaving each other alone, at other times we need the hand grasp and the word of cheer. So long as governments set the example of killing their enemies, private individuals will occasionally kill theirs.